Hi, Phyllis here from southernfrugal.com. I'm going to fix some beets, and I'm going to fix them the way I used to fix them for my children when they were young. I don't know about your children, but mine would never eat regular beets, so I had to come up with some way that they would like them. Now, these beets are very similar to Harvard beets, just a little bit different, but they're very quick, very easy to make, and you can serve this as a side dish with almost any meal, and it really kind of dresses up the meal. Now, beets are very healthy for you. They've got a lot of vitamins and a lot of minerals, and usually kids just don't like them. They just won't eat them. So hopefully this will help for anyone who doesn't like beets. These are pretty good. So let's get started then. All right, I'm going to turn the camera so that you can see. The first thing you want to do is melt 2 tablespoons of butter, and what we're going to do is add some flour to this butter. So it's 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, and we're just going to let that get a little bubbly. Now, while I'm waiting for this to melt down, the butter, I want to tell you about the beets. Now, I get my beets in cartons of 12 cans at Aldi's, and here's their brand. Okay, now Aldi's stores, it's ALDI, are located in all kinds of areas east of the Mississippi and a few west of the Mississippi, like I think Texas and a couple of other states. Now, you can probably also get a similar thing at Trader Joe's, which would probably be west of the Mississippi. But you can get these for much cheaper per can if you go to Aldi's, okay? And I sometimes use fresh beets, but to just be honest with you, they're just a lot of trouble, okay? Alright, so my butter is pretty well melted now. I'm going to add the 2 tablespoons of flour. And this is just going to work as a thickening. Now, to that, I'm going to add 1/4 of a cup of just regular white sugar. And I'm going to go ahead and add the spices in now. I'm going to put a couple of dashes of nutmeg. And a couple of dashes of cinnamon. Alright, and my butter's already gotten kind of bubbly. One tablespoon of just apple cider vinegar. Pour that in. Just let that get a little bubbly. Now you can tell that you really can make this side dish very, very quickly. And it goes exceptionally well with something like cooked kale, collards, turnip greens, mustard greens, and really any other kind of meal. It just goes really well, and of course it looks really pretty on the plate. But the important thing is people who don't even like beets will eat it. Now, I've already opened my can of beets, and you can see my little mixture here is bubbly. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the juice from the can. And take a whisk and just stir that around. And it'll have a few lumps in it, so if you just whisk it around, the lumps will pretty much come out. Alright, now what to do with the beets. Now these of course are sliced beets. So what I'm going to do is just take my knife and go in the can like that and just cut them up. While they're still in the can, just go all the way to the bottom and make little cuts so they're kind of chopped up. Oops, one fell in there ahead of time. And you don't want to chop them up too much, but so they're in little pieces. Okay, they're all chopped up. See if you can see that. It's pretty dark. I don't know if you can see that or not. All right. Now my little mixture here with the beet juice in it's thickening a little bit. It's just beginning to boil. Now, when you have this for a meal, and of course you're serving it really probably warm, something to note is that even when it's cool, if you serve it cold from the refrigerator, it's still good. Now, my children would eat this, and I had one child who was a very picky eater, but she would eat this also. All right, now I'm going to dump my chopped beets in. And any that didn't get quite chopped up, just chop them a little bit. And just bring that to a boil and you'll be done. I'm going to put this in a see-through bowl. Now see how thick it is? And it will taste so good. If you can get the kids to just taste of it, they'll really like it. Anyway, this is really sort of a version of Harvard Beets is what it is. All right. Now, during the time that I was making this video is how long it takes to cook these. They're so fast and such a great addition. And again, you can get these beets really cheap. And now if you go to somewhere like Walmart, you're going to get the smaller can. You can get the larger can, the 16-ounce can for the same price in Aldi's or less than what you could get the little can in Walmart of the Great Value sliced beets. All right, turn my burner off, and they're ready. Dump them in the bowl. And there they are. And just get your kids to just taste of them. They will love them, okay? All right, see you next time.